My last point, viruses. There's a propensity amongst the religious community to say that the current pandemic that the world is experiencing is God's judgment. I'm sorry, but as a person who has studied the scripture for years, for 3 decades, I don't see anything that we can hang our hat on that definitively says this modern day pestilence is sent as judgment from God. Now, scripture is clear that throughout history, God has used pestilence he has sent pestilence to a people or multiple people, trying to frame it the right way here. God has used pestilence in the past, but there's nothing at all that we can point to that says the modern day pandemic is related. Because if you believe that, then you have to explain why God has sent the pestilence upon believers and unbelievers alike and has done nothing to protect the believers. The Passover story demonstrates God's protection over the Israelites, but I don't see that same level of protection right now. The virus seems to be running its course as it desires to be. I'll add on, again, according to Romans 13, we are called to obey the laws of the land. The leaders have asked us, mandated us to stay home, socially isolate ourselves from one another, to slow the pandemic, to slow the spread. If you're part of a church that insists on meeting together despite the laws of the land, I would question the legitimacy of your faith, because scripture is clear that we are to obey the laws of the land. If you need help setting up remote video, some kind of remote access option, I'll be happy to help you with that to the most of my ability. But stay home, stop making us look bad, stop being stubborn and arrogant, stop insisting on holding church meetings. Remember, the church is the people and not the building.